It's just came out that Munguia has tested positive for a banned substance, specifically exogenous origin of testosterone metabolites, after his rematch against Bruno Surace back on May 4th. This whole situation is so wild when you consider the context. Remember Bruno Surace? He was supposed to be a warm-up fight for Munguia in December, a routine win, and instead Surace pulled off the ring's upset of the year, knocking Munguia out cold in the 6th round. It was a shocking defeat for Munguia, his first ever, so fast forward to the rematch, which Munguia took by unanimous decision. But honestly, if you watch that fight, it was a really hesitant performance from Munguia. He seemed unwilling to engage, playing it safe just to win by decision. And now to hear that he's allegedly tested positive for a performance-enhancing drug, it just makes you wonder, even potentially with PEDs, Munguia couldn't put on a dominant, convincing performance against a guy who was supposed to be a stepping stone. It's a truly bad look. This also reflects poorly on a narrative that's been pushed recently. This is the same Jaime Munguia that CaneloAlvarez has been praising so much, putting him on a high pedestal, claiming he's the next Mexican superstar. Let's be real, that often felt like a jab at DavidBenavidez, who's widely considered the Mexican monster and the guy Canelo consistently refuses to fight. Benavidez is the one odds makers would likely favor over Canelo at this point. So for Munguia, the guy Canelo was so happy to promote as the future, to now be facing a positive drug test, it just adds another layer to that ongoing conversation. And this isn't the first time an EddyReynoso fighter has been in this kind of hot water. Munguia, of course, trains under renowned trainer EddyReynoso. You can't forget when Canelo himself tested positive for clenbuterol, blaming it on Mexican meat. And then Oscar Valdez, another Reynoso fighter, also tested positive for steroids. So the pattern here is concerning, and it's going to be very interesting to see how Munguia and the Reynoso team handle this explanation. As for Bruno Surace, he's understandably shocked and furious. He went to Mexico, knocked Munguia out fair and square in December, then gave him a gracious rematch, and now this news breaks. Surace is already demanding that his loss in the rematch be overturned immediately, and frankly, you can't blame him. Munguia now has 10 days to request an analysis of his B sample, and if that also comes back positive for the banned substance, he's facing a suspension, and that decision victory could very well be overturned to a no contest. It's been a really rocky 2024 for Munguia, suffering his first 2 career losses, and this latest development only makes things worse. This story is definitely far from over.